Hi everyone, we are here for Avatar episode 46 or Last Book episode 6, whatever. In last episode, we see a really crazy, interesting. I don't know how to describe that episode, but basically, we get a villain vacation episode. Yep. Um, And now we have an episode called The Avatar and the Fire Lord. So, huh, I've been thinking it's too soon for that, right? My prediction for this episode by the title, it would be that Aang would finally meet Ozai. And if you remember correctly, Ozai sent the children for forced vacation because he wants to make a meeting or something. Maybe he's gonna meet with the Avatar. I don't know. Um, or just not gonna meet with the Avatar, but Aang is gonna appear there. Which I don't think would make any sense if it's not the eclipse, because the whole plan is attack when the eclipse is, even if they had really a close small time to do it. But I don't think. Hmm. I don't know. It could be a multiple things. I again, as I say before, I don't think the eclipse is gonna be the end of the Fire Nation. They still have to find a Firebender Master, but maybe Aang can meet Ozai by chance, um, even when he's not really looking for him. I don't know. So let's see what's up with this episode, The Avatar and the Fire Lord. Go. Wait. Wait. Really? Okay. Wow. That was maybe the best episode of the whole series. Like, really. It may be the best episode. I'm gonna be far. Maybe the best episode of the whole franchise. Like, because I can include, if I say show is just a series, but franchise is, it's also, for example, the um what's the name of the game, Travel for the Spirit World, something like that. And the comics, most of them are silly, but we have some ones between book 2 and book and this last book that was really good. And I can say for sure that this episode is, I mean, we have Zuko alone. That's a really good episode. We have Blue Spirit in the first season. They're also really good. We have Crossroads of Destiny, which is amazing. But this one is really good. The amount of reference, or not exactly reference, um, what's the term? How's in English? Um, Symbolism. The amount of symbolism that we see in this episode is fucking amazing. So let's begin with the whole episode was about Roku and the story of friendship of Roku and Sozin in the past, and we also see a correlation with Aang and Zuko um, finally learning something about that. We so I'm gonna let this for the last. Let me first talk about everything that happened. So we see Roku and Sozin, and they apparently were born in the same day. Interesting. I don't remember if they say how if they were born in the same day in the same year, but they were born in the same day, so they had the same anniversary. So yeah, which I'm trying to say is it would be possible in a weird way because they were born in the same day, and if they were born in the same year, that Sozin could be the Avatar. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because what happened is the past Avatar dies, and then the new is born. So when Kyoshi died, Roku was born. But the thing is, Sozin as well. So he could also be. So did you imagine that? Because so far, all the avatars that we see don't have a political importance in the country besides the fact that they are the avatar. So, for example, Aang live with the monks, the are nomads. They are not exactly nomads, um, and one of the temples. But like, and right? I mean, you could say that maybe he could be relevant in the future because he was a master in a such young age. But like at the time, no. When he became Avatar, he became the Avatar. So yeah, Roku. I don't know if he was a master firebender at the time, but let's assume that he was. And even if he was a friend of Sozin, he was not like a political. He don't have any kind of political power. And as far as I know, Kyoshi also did not have. The thing is, when you become the Avatar, you became kinda uh, a chief of state, and but before that, all the avatars that we know don't have any kinds of that, and it's kind of fun to assume to imagine that if someone like Sozin, someone that is the leader of a nation, became Avatar, right? It would be fun. I mean, they say something about the Avatar has to relinquish everything and blah. So I'm guessing if Sozin was supposed to be the Avatar, um, he would not become Fire Lord, right? That probably would happen. But that also make me think about another question that they said in the end of the episode, like about people that are born evil. Which it's funny because I said something like that in the previous episode, last episode. It was about Azula, but yeah. And the show kind of give the answer, which technically was Aang's answer, but let's assume that is the show answer because I already see 46 episodes, and I can say for sure that the show kind of give the answer of the show is the answer of any character to say something and is not completely overcome later. So I would say the Aang's answer is the show answer. And so he said about no, the Fire Lord were not evil. He could be anyone can be good or evil. And later he focused talking about the Fire Lord, focused talking about the Fire Nation. But I want to go to the other side. It would be possible. Don't answer that if it is a spoiler. Come on. But it would be possible if Avatar will be a bad person. Because that's the thing. The Avatar is supposed to be the bridge of the normal and spirit of the protector of the forest, protector of all the nations. But if anyone can be good and evil, that means the Avatar can also be evil. And what would happen? Because the thing is, we see Aang as this massive atomic bomb that he sometimes can be, when he's a good guy that don't want to hurt anyone. Now imagine someone like even need to be someone like Azula being an avatar, but someone like Zuko that if you look to his girlfriend, he gonna explode the Earth Nation, the Earth Kingdom, just because one guy in the Earth Kingdom looked but to oh my gosh to May. That was weird. Um, that's a funny idea. I now I wonder if the show gonna try to explore that someday. Hmm. Well, anyway, I'm going too much in circles here. Um, the whole episode was really interesting. We see someone get to a message to Zuko that was clear. Someone the Iroh sent, which shows the influence that he has. I would say that it's possible that is his influence in the Fire Nation, but I think it's clear that is not the case. It's something about the White Lotus that is proved himself to be a secret organization and all. We still don't know what is the plan of the White Lotus, but I'm guessing that it has something to do with um, restore the peace of the world, something like that. Um, or the balance anyways. Also was interesting that Iroh had that. I mean, wait, let me think here. Roku was the grandfather of Zuko, which came to a really funny scene where Iroh say, Zuko, you have two grandfathers, and he, huh? Oh my gosh. And it's funny, like, why you never say to me? And I was thinking, wait, why you never ask? Like, you have almost 80, you have almost 18 years and never ask who was your grandfather? Like, really? You can say that is not, could be not important, but like, really? Uh, it's just weird. Uh, also in this episode also happened um, the thing of Zuko being behind the bars. Um, I mean, I was behind the bars, but the way that they show the cameraman, the cameraman showed to us was that all the time her looking, it looks like Izuku behind the bars, and it was really really good, really interesting. Um, I was thinking, Roku is the grandfather. So wait, Sozin, no, wait, Sozin, Azulon, Ozai, Zuko. Okay, and then his mother. What was her name? Ursa, I think. And then we have Ursa's mother or father, and then we have Roku. Am I right? Right, right. Um, hmm. That makes me think Ursa may be the powerful firebender, and we not know because we never see her doing anything in terms of firebending, and that also would explain why Azula is so gifted, right? She's kind of descendant of an avatar. Also, maybe I don't know if they're gonna explore that much. They probably will explore for Azula and Zuko, but I'm saying about all the other avatars that we see, like Kyoshi, for example, or even before, I forgot the names of them. Um, Young Zen and Kuruk, I think, something like that. Um, the descendants of them also are like way powerful. Like, for example, it could be. I'm not saying that he is, but like, it could be that Bumi is a descendant of Kyoshi, for example. It would be interesting for sure. What I'm saying is, if you're descendant of an avatar, you like. I'm not saying that you will be always a powerful. Every descendant of avatar, it will be super powerful. But like, I'm saying, if you're a descendant of an avatar, you have chances to be a really strong person, a really prodigy, maybe. Or maybe Toph is a descendant of Kyoshi. I don't know. Hmm. One more. Also was really good that it was a really small detail, but the dragon of Sozin. I also have to say, we did not see dragons. I mean, we see in the past, but we did not see alive. I really wonder what happened with them. Um, but going back, Susan's dragon was blue, and Roku's dragon was red. Did you know what that means? The show has a lot of reference to that, blue and red, which comes to the Japanese and Chinese, Asian culture of blue and red only. And if you and now since we have a lot of episodes, I can finally reference to something that is Avatar itself, right? When Zuko was have a nightmare and appear a dragon blue and a dragon red, and red was Iroh and the blue was Azula. Um, I mean, I could follow with that for a long time, and that was a really small detail that was really good. The dragon of what was his name? Fang, right? Sacrificed himself. Not sacrificed himself. It's more like he kind of commits suicide with Iroh. But I wonder, I may be missing something here, because we're seeing an image of an avatar of Fire Nation before Roku. I don't know if we know his name. Probably not. But he was activating four or three volcanoes at the same time. I mean, of course, activate a volcano and stop a volcano are two completely different things. But you can assume that four avatars after him, Roku should be able to stop one. Easy. Right? Or I may be not understanding something here. Again, I understand that stop a volcano and make a volcano emerge are completely different things. But yeah. Also, I have to say, the show has a really good, which is really hard to do when you're messing with powers. Has a really good idea of the level of powers in the show, but sometimes they mess it up. Like for example, in the drill episode, when it's obvious that Aang could be able to destroy that thing by himself, because he can make tornadoes. Even if he said in one episode, I don't remember which one was, that he said he could not make. It's a lie. We see him making a tornado in episode 5, I believe, against Boomy. He could do that. Even Katara could destroy that drill. But again, is usually something minor. But I think here, I may not understand something here, but I think Roku could easily stop that. Easily. With all that, we got another point which could be a error, which is, but I don't understand. They don't explain that well. Why Roku need to stop that? What I'm saying is, okay, everyone's safe. Everyone got there. We see everyone got there. Why he needs to stop that? Why? I mean, gonna destroy the house, and they can build another ones. The Avatar himself can build all the houses again in another place. What's the problem? Like, you can say that, oh my gosh, but it's their home. Like, no, fuck that. He didn't need to stop that things. I know that usually volcanoes can spread from the ocean but like it would not be that far. It would not destroy that much. And to be seriously with you, it will not be smarter to you to go to that place where Sozin is and they would help you because they would not want to die. So of course they would help you there. Again, I may be missing something, but it looks like he make a stupid decision from the beginning. He not need to stop that. Even if you say that he needs, because it would hit the place where Sozin was, he could go there and everyone would help. For sure. You don't have any reason to doubt that. So I don't know. I don't see why he did that. Also, why Fang decided to die? Because like it is in a really emotional moment. I get that. But hear me out. Why Fang did not pick it up Roku and live? I mean, you could say that he thinks like, well, I think it's the best that Roku died, and he gonna be reborn anyway. But I don't want to live in this world without him, so I gonna stay here and die with him. Which makes me think on another thing that I said previously, which is the animal that is always accompanying avatars. I forgot the term that they use. Animal guide or something. He's the same one rebirthing every time, maybe. That would explain a lot because we see that baby Aang and baby Appa meet each other. So that would explain a lot. I mean, probably not because it has a gap to Appa, but it still is closer. I don't know. Probably not, but it's probably not true. Like each animal has anything to do. But I'm curious now. Hmm. Man, this episode was really good. I'm guessing that I probably missed a lot of things, and I have to watch this episode again. Because wow, it's cool that we see also the Roku's training, and he met Kyatsu. Oh my gosh, that was really good. And the whole thing about friendships looking going more than one generation. I wonder because we had how should I say that? We have a symbolism there between Sozin and Zuko. They are basically the same person, but in a different direction, in the opposite direction. Like Sozin was the best friend of Roku, the Avatar, and then he became an enemy. Zuko is a biggest enemy, not the biggest. Technically, Ozai, but like, and then he clearly is becoming a friend with, and we know that this will happen. Um, Everything in Sozin's life looks like it's the opposite direction for Zuko. So maybe because he started a war, Zuko will be the one they're gonna finish. Because that's the thing, defeating Ozai is not gonna stop the war. What is gonna stop the war is the Fire Lord saying, "I stop the war." It's that they're gonna change, and for that they need to or convince Ozai, or picking out Ozai of that and putting someone in a place, which I assume will be Zuko or Iroh. But I'm beginning to think that even more each time to pass that will be Zuko. So that's really interesting symbolic. And also make me think it's possible for anyone besides the Avatar to be reborn. You know what I mean? Because I say things about Sozin looking like so much like Zuko. Could it be? I don't know. Or only the Avatar can. Also makes me think about maybe the power of the avatar comes not from any kind of spirit, but also because he discovered a way of being reborning every time. So if he can always do that, so he can learn new things, maybe. Probably is wrong, but who knows? I mean, you know, but don't tell me. Um, one more. Yeah, we see he training in the North Pole and with someone in Earth Kingdom. Yeah, that's cool. We knew the Masters of Rogo, right? Um, one more. Oh my gosh, it's almost. Sorry for that gigantic review. I have so much thing to say about this episode. It's strange. Looks like I'm talking only like what 10 minutes, but like it's almost 30. Wow. Sorry about that. If I notice something that I really want to say, I say later. And yeah, sorry about that.